What noise are you gonna make whenever I have to pull you out?
My feet will be like shaking like a mad person.
Easy way in. Look.
Go on in.
Oh, they're moving. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this video, randomly I'm in Germany, in Stuttgart. Why am I in Stuttgart? Last week, Gary Greenberg, who you may have heard about in previous videos from having the 300 SEL at our car show in districts, having the 300 on our stand at Dubshed, and we recently shot a video with him which is going to be coming out in the next few weeks, called The Driver's Story. So he gave me a shout on Friday last week and he said, Adam, I'm going to Stuttgart to go to the Mercedes Museum. Do you want to come? And I was like, sure, why not? And basically 3 days later, we're here. I'm actually showing a bit of footage for him for a new upcoming pilot that he's basically making. And then also we are going to capture some footage for our driver tour video for ILB as well. Basically today, the plan is go to the museum. I think we have special access to get in while it's closed. We're going to have a look at some of the rare Mercedes cars that Gary and his friend Stephen, similar cars to the ones they are building to do a famous rally in. I'll let him explain more because he knows way more about it than I do. Why the Mercedes here at AMG?
They're not proper. I think that's what it is. Mercedes very traditional.
Okay, so we have arrived at the museum. It's closed today, Gary, isn't it?
I think it's
they're opening it up just for you guys.
Yes,
so that's us. We're in.
Wow. Okay.
So what they had, they had a suitcase that go on the side of it, that's a silencer because it's straight pipes coming up the side of it. They were meant to, this was meant to be a production car, but they ran, they
It's
stopped.
a mixture of like 3 different models, isn't it?
It's essentially a 300 SLR race car with a coupe chassis, so we were based on a coupe. But there's only 2 in existence.
Who was driving this daily then?
It's Rolf Olderholt. He was the designer of all the Mercedes race cars, Grand Prix
So
cars.
he basically just made it and then they just drove it himself?
His company car, that was his company car. So he had speed records.
300 engine, is it?
300 SLR engine, so
300.
300 or a 3 litre V8.
So they got special access, which is pretty good, except for there's no lights. So they're trying to turn all the lights on. I also like the fact that we're in the same location where all the F1 cars are. So as soon as she goes, I'm getting this. I really like the vinyl wrap on that. My favourite thing to look at in these museums is literally how they do deliveries. I just don't think the liveries on the modern F1 cars are even in comparison to what they used to be, especially in touring cars.
I've seen how they mounted this bracket because this is something I've got to do in one of the other cars, but I was always like concerned about how, but this is really strong, this area. This is really interesting actually. They actually mount it like directly on the grille, so then obviously when the bonnet lifts up, this is actually still attached. So it's just really interesting how they've done it, and quite obviously this works. So it's like, you know, because it's tried and tested by these guys, you know what I mean? That's the thing.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, action.
For a sort of basic version, has a sort of velour interior.
So the reason we're actually in the museum is they have a 280E and they are going to take it on a rally. I think it's London to Sydney, and the reason they're here is because it's already been done before. Back when the car just came out, a couple of guys took the cars, put them into the rally, and they won it in the car. So they're looking to replicate basically what they did, taking this thing apart almost, having a look to see all the secrets of the modifications they did to the car so they can do them to their car. Is it still on the same tires, or do you fill the tires with stuff?
No, it's only a filter fan.
Yeah, so basically the original rally, right, was brought about. They tried to do it a few times, but in the end they did it in 1977. And basically what it was going to be the longest endurance race, the longest race in motorsport history, all the way from London to Sydney. And this is like, you know, the top endurance race in the world. But, you know, Paddy Hopkirk, all those boys would have been, you know, sort of involved at that time after doing other endurance races, like short ones like, you know, the Monte Carlo rally, which at the time was quite a long rally, you know what I mean?
And what year was this?
1977. This car was brought out in 1976.
So they literally just saying that's the perfect car?
A brand new model. Yeah, a brand new model, yeah.
How many cars entered?
Altogether, around 40.
40 cars, how many of these?
Believe it or not, there were 6 Mercedes 123s, all private entries. So this car is a W123, it's the 280E. It has a 4-speed gearbox, but the 4-speed gearbox came from the V8 of the time because it was the only 4-speed heavy-duty gearbox they had. And this basic model is called the taxi model. So this is just the absolute, they call it the taxi. So basically it's got...
It does look like a taxi.
It's absolutely a taxi. What I do is when I get under a car, I start counting down. But if I get to about 10 or 15 and I can't move and get out of here, you're gonna have to pull me out of here like big time, or I will have to go to hospital. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Are you ready?
Right, okay, well...
I'm gonna go under, okay?
What noise are you gonna make whenever I have to pull you out?
My feet will be like shaking like a mad person, like back and forth, up and down like this here, like get crazy. And just drop the camera and pull me up. Okay.
Easy way in, look.
Go on in.
This is legs shaking. Oh, they're moving.
Oh, no, I can't stand there.
He's alright.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's us for the day. Basically, thanks very much to Mercedes-Benz Museum. Stephen, who didn't want to be in the shot, actually was the one that organised this whole thing. So thanks very much, Stephen. Anybody who wears this fucking jumper like that there, really...
He's photobombing.
Shouldn't really be allowed in the video anyway.
I'm not cool enough for the instance.
Gary, obviously, as you've seen, he's going to be doing London to Sydney, which is happening next year. And you're going to make some content from that, I hope?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's actually going to be filmed properly. It's going to be going out on, BBC. I think they're going to do something. BBC Northern Ireland are looking at that, and yeah. So I think it's going to be properly done.
Is there any seats in the car for us?
Yeah. Well, you're coming with us, aren't you? I mean, I thought that was the whole idea. Yeah.
I'm going to hold you to that now.
Yeah.
So we're going to Sydney next year. There you go. But anyway, thanks very much to them. And where can the guys find you? Instagram?
Well, I'm at Hot Vehicle Design and Titanic City Cycles as well. They're both. I'm moving the car stuff much more into Hot Vehicle Design.
Cool.
That's very specific. So yeah, Mercedes.
And we also have another vlog, and as previously mentioned, the driver story, which is, so there'll be a vlog and an actual story all about Gary coming out in the channel within the next couple of months. So yeah, we'll look forward to that.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Yeah, good fun.
Thanks very much, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye everyone.